This next comedian, she's appeared on The Debaters on CBC. She's been on The Match Game on the Comedy Network, and we're so happy to have her on Chuckle Co as well. She's one of the best in the city, in the country. Amanda Brooke Perrin, everybody.
Nice music cue. Perfect timing. You guys, how are you? Oh my God. I wish the invitation was just like, do you want to come to the hottest basement in town? Like literally you will sweat your balls off. Even if you don't have balls, get ready. You're going to grow a pair so you can sweat them off. Chris and Miles, I literally used one of your deodorants while I was in the bathroom. Get ready for that hot treat later. I sweat. It's a thing. I sweat a lot, and I had to. So thanks for having us. Probably more than one person. Has anyone else used the deodorant? I highly recommend it. I'm feeling pretty good so far, but everyone else so far has just been like a sweaty goddamn mess so far. So by the end, if I'm like dying, please pray for me. But also, see you later, deodorant. Take 2 trips. I've got 2 tickets to paradise. Okay. That's so dumb. I just reused the same ticket. Hello, everyone. It's so nice to be here. Hello. It's so hot. But I'm glad it's like nice. Are you guys finally glad for some nice weather or what? Yeah, it's nice, right? It's good. I like it. A lot of things are over for the year. Like, I don't know if you guys got into the Olympics or not. Were you? Yeah, some of you were. Like, some of you were like, yay, exercise. I hate it. But like, God bless. Someone needs to like it. But like, nothing makes me feel more like a human dumpster when I watch it. Is that a thing that I can say? Because I am just eating chips while watching people exercise. Like, that is not a good, and they're all like super young and hot. I actually looked up the youngest person to ever compete in the Olympics was 10 years old. What? That's crazy. It's crazy because when I was 10 years old, I was trying to keep my eyes open when I sneezed to see if my eyes would explode. That's what I was doing. That kid, when he was like 8 years old, someone was probably like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he was like, I want to be an Olympian. So he took 2 years, and he trained real hard. And then he became an Olympian. When I was 8 years old and someone asked me what I wanted to be, I was like, I want to be an oven. And then I touched an oven, and I didn't want to be an oven anymore. So, God bless. Also, happy belated International Women's Day. We did it. Did we? We don't know. We don't know if we did it. I love women. I'm a feminist for sure. Absolutely. But I think we can all agree that groups of women are terrifying. Who's with me? All right. Everyone. Everyone is like, they're fucking so scary. So scary. And I always walk, unless you're in it, of course, because it's so powerful. It's so powerful. But like when you're on the outside, it's so terrifying. Like I always pass like groups of teenage girls and I want to like relate to them so hard, you know? I want to be like, we're not so different, you and I. They'd probably be like, you're talking like an old-timey doctor, so we are different. But I love women so much that I wrote some feminist fan fiction. Do you guys want to hear it? That was like my equivalent of a mic drop, because like I'm scared about ruining equipment. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Chapter 1. He grabbed her shoulders and immediately let go and apologized. She liked that. He tenderly asked if it was okay to undress her, and she said yes. Her permission was the sexiest thing he had ever heard. All right. Chapter 2. I want a raise, she cried out. Of course, he replied. It's 2015 and everyone at our firm makes the same amount of money. She smiled triumphantly, and then he went down on her for like 52 minutes. Like bare minimum, probably. Finally, she walked past the construction site. A bead of sweat dropped off her forehead and made its way down the front of her dress. None of the construction workers even looked at her because they were paid to be there and were crazy professional. Nice. I should have mentioned that I picture all the chapters ending with like two women giving each other a fist bump and being like, nice, you got this. I'm like awkward IRL in real life on the down low. Oh God, see, I told you. I was recently in Vancouver and I went to the mall there and I walked into a store and the sales lady right away was like, hi. And I said, hi, good. And then I realized she hadn't asked me how I was doing, so I went, hi, good. You have a really great store. Super. But I am awkward. Like I'm actually from Calgary, where my racists at. Where are they? Tell me where they are. So I'm from Calgary, and I'm still getting used to the city. Like I like how there's a subway stop here called Castle Frank. Like I love that so much because it sounds like your dad's renovated basement suite a little bit. Welcome to Castle Frank, boys. You get a beer, and you get a beer, and I made the beer. Don't do that. But like I live like Queen and Bathurst area, bragging. It's super trendy. Like there's lots of people with good fashion. I actually saw a girl with sparkly Uggs though, which is kind of just like putting a bow on a septic tank a little bit. Just like you can't just put something pretty on something shitty and have it not be shitty anymore. But I saw this other girl, and she was walking towards me, and she had this huge belt, and it basically covered her whole torso. And walked over, I was like, oh my God, I love your belt. It's so cute. Where'd you get it from? And she was so rude back. She was like, I broke my back. And I was like, okay, that's not what I asked. It's messed up. But I am awkward. Like I was walking home drunk on a Tuesday, as you do, and this guy shouted at me, "Damn, you sexy!" Okay, and instead of saying something sexy back, like "Thank you so much, my name's Destiny," or like whatever sexy people say, I don't really know. Instead of saying something like that, I actually said back to him, "Geez, Louise, thanks, pal," and I kept walking. Pretty sick moves. Pretty sick moves. Oh yeah. This is a new thing that's been happening. I hate when people say, I have a weird question. Have you ever heard? I hate when people say it because it's usually followed by the most normal question in the world. Like, I'll give you an example. It's usually like, I have a weird question. Can I borrow your phone charger? Like, that is not a weird question. That's pretty standard, actually. If they were like, I have a weird question. Can you see through me? Like, for sure, check. You are correct. You are acing it. You're doing it. That is a weird question, man. That's fucked. People are so smug about how weird they are now. Like, I have a friend who is like, I don't like when my food touches. I'm just weird like that. Like, you're not weird, you're just being difficult. There's two very different things. I just hate how it's like saying you're weird is the new vegan. I can't eat that. I'm just weird. Like, go fuck yourself. No one likes you. Does anyone think I'm a bad person if I don't want to date someone shorter than me? All right, Leah, you're against me. Oh no. Okay, that's not entirely, I just don't want the option of being like, quick, jump on my back, it's quicker if we walk. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into that. I do have a crush on one shorter guy. Do you guys know who Peter Dinklage is? Oh my gosh, sweet motherful. Bless you. That is perfect timing. Bless him and bless you. Peter Dinklage, if you don't know, is that midget actor from Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones and like Elf and stuff. If you haven't seen him, he kind of looks like Tom Selleck if you put him in the dryer for an hour. Man, what's up? What's up? But I have such a crush on him. I do have a boyfriend now. Uh-oh, sorry everyone. He's gonna be on the show and be equally sweaty. It's gonna be a sweaty person's paradise. But I am having problems with his room. His room is bad, and I don't want to go back to it. It's a thing. So like I live in a basement suite, and it's like a 5-star resort, right? And then his room is just like a ditch somewhere, just like that people piss into sometimes. It's like just shitty and pissy. Just like it's so cold too. Like we haven't had heat here in 30 years. It's so bad. And his bed is the worst part. His bed, it's just like sheets over plumbing. That's how it feels. That is for sure how it feels. And like I have 4 pillows on my bed, and that is luxurious. He has 2, and one is a couch cushion. One is a couch cushion, and the other one is just a pillow with a pillowcase that just has some casual blood on it. Just some real casual, and I say casual blood because I was like, hey Jordan, hey Jordan, where'd that blood come from? And he just shrugged. He was just like, I don't know what happened. That's so shitty. Let's get real intimate though. Let's talk about one of the first times we did it. I'm scared to tell it because your friends are here. I'm already sweating and it's just like all of it. Okay, so one of the first times he came over and we were coitusing. Oh my God. He came over and so I have like a bookshelf and I put like tea lights from the dollar store, the Seduction Palace. Only I call it that. And so he came over and things were heating up and he was inside. Oh. And he's on top because I don't like to work. And it's happening, and and he is doing his best, and I don't mean that. No, I don't mean it wasn't. It was just because I was in my favorite position, which is just my virginity. You're taking it, so it's happening, and then it gets really hot, much like this sweet basement, and it gets so hot to the point he starts sweating because that's how the body works, and so it gets so sweaty that 2 beads of sweat, and 2 beads of sweat is a lot when it lands in your left eye, which is what happened to me. So I pushed him off and I went, yo, you just sweat in my eye. And then I said, gonna take a lot more than that to make me cry. What does that even mean? Oh my God, that's terrifying. That's horrifying. So scary. Before I met him, I was online dating because I didn't want to date a comedian. Looks like that turned out well. Please don't put that in the video. That's for sure gonna haunt me later. Like 10 years ago, I shouldn't have said it. I feel like I'll smoke in the future. I feel like I'll just be like a graceful smoker in the future. But I was online date. Do you guys online date? I know some people have talked about it tonight. Were you guys online daters? Yeah? What were you on? Who said that? Who fucking said that? I'm just kidding. Miles, did you say that? Oh, you son of a gun. No one. Of course, we're a basement full of young people and none of us have online dated. For sure, bud. I online dated a bit. I had to get off because I showed up to one date and a guy was just like casually bleeding from his head. It wasn't Jordan either. I have a type. And then, but I would get super creepy messages online, and I wrote some down to read to you guys, and like hopefully they're not here tonight. That would be really tragic if someone was like, no, they're like so stressed in the audience right now. Is that real? It might be. I went on a date. I should be talking to the microphone. I went on a date. This is off the cuff. This is real. I went on a date with a guy with transition sunglasses. Go fuck yourself. What? Transition sunglasses? They're never fully transitioned. They're always halfsies. That is not okay. Check yourself before you wreck everyone around you. Okay. These are real messages, and then I'm leaving because I am in need of more deodorant. That's real. Okay. These are real. Jason K555 writes, "Hi there. I think we're on the same page. Just looking for someone interested in a great ongoing casual sex relationship that can handle a mature, respectful fun and save time. Let me know what you think. Cheers, Jason." So I wrote back, "Sorry, Jason. I only like dangerous sex." You know, like in a cave or on an extreme mountain bike. Good luck with your little bitch helmet sex. Amanda. He didn't write back. Uriel writes, "The innocence in your profile is scary. Sad face with a tongue sticking out. BT Dubs, his profile picture was an anime character." So I wrote back, "Hey, sexy profile pic. What kidnapped child's backpack did you steal it from?" He also didn't respond. And finally, SWBN writes, "So after looking at your profile once, twice, not gonna lie, maybe 3 times, thought I would send a message." So I wrote back, "I have called the police. They are on their way." You guys are so lovely. Give it up for Chris and Miles. Give it up for DJ.
Amanda, Brooke, Perrin, everybody!